Welcome to Wisdom Audiobooks. What if I told you that even when everything seems to be falling apart, there's a way to turn things around and make the universe work in your favor? This audiobook reveals how to harness the power of your will, align with universal laws, and transform challenges into opportunities for growth and success. It's time to rewrite your story, starting now. Introduction. The audiobook When Nothing Works, Do This and the Universe Will Bend to Your Will is written and published by Wisdom Audiobooks. Today, we're diving deep into one of life's most profound truths, that within every challenge lies an opportunity to awaken your inner strength and reshape your reality. Let's face it, we've all been there. You try so hard, but nothing seems to work. The harder you push, the more resistance you feel. It's frustrating, exhausting, and sometimes downright disheartening. Maybe you're stuck in a job that drains your soul, or you're chasing a dream that feels impossible to reach. Perhaps you've faced failure after failure, and now doubt has crept in. You wonder, is this all there is? Will I ever break through? These feelings are real, and they're shared by millions of people around the world. But here's the truth, you're not broken, you're being prepared for something greater. And this audiobook is here to guide you through that transformation. I want you to know that I understand what you're going through. I've walked the same path, felt the same pain, and questioned whether I had what it takes to keep going. There were moments when I thought about giving up, when it felt like the universe was conspiring against me. But then I discovered something powerful. The universe doesn't conspire against us, it responds to us. Your struggles are not punishments, they're lessons. They're shaping you into the person you need to become to achieve the success you desire. In this audiobook, you'll uncover the secrets to unlocking your inner power. You'll learn how to strengthen your willpower to overcome obstacles, embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, align with universal laws to manifest your dreams, take bold action despite uncertainty, cultivate inner peace and gratitude for lasting fulfillment. These aren't just theories, they're practical strategies backed by science, spirituality, and real-life examples. By the end of this journey, you'll have the tools to create the life you truly desire. So stay tuned until the end. This isn't just another audiobook, it's a roadmap to your best self. Your wisdom journey starts here. Chapter 1: Understanding the Power of Your Will. Now we'll explore the foundation of everything you're about to achieve, the power of your will. Willpower is not just a buzzword. It's the driving force behind every successful person, every breakthrough moment, and every life-changing decision. It's what keeps you moving forward when the odds are stacked against you. But here's the truth, willpower isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. In this chapter, we'll uncover what willpower truly means, why it sometimes falters, and most importantly, how you can strengthen it to overcome any challenge. By the end of this chapter, you'll have actionable strategies to build unshakable resilience and harness the strength within you. Let's dive in. 1. What is willpower? Willpower is often described as the ability to resist short-term temptations in order to meet long-term goals. But it's so much more than that. Willpower is your inner fire, the force that propels you toward your dreams, even when the path is steep and the journey feels endless. Think of willpower as the engine of your life. Without it, no matter how clear your vision or how strong your intentions, you'll struggle to take consistent action. Here's a quote from one of the greatest minds in history, Mahatma Gandhi, who understood the essence of willpower. "The future depends on what you do today." Gandhi didn't just speak these words, he lived them. His unwavering commitment to nonviolent resistance changed the course of history. And guess what? That same level of determination lives inside you. But let's be honest, willpower isn't always easy to tap into. Sometimes, it feels like an elusive resource that disappears just when you need it most. So, let's talk about why that happens. 2. Why does willpower fail? Have you ever set a goal with the best intentions, only to find yourself giving up days, weeks, or months later? You're not alone. Research shows that willpower is like a muscle, it can get fatigued if overused. There are 3 main reasons why willpower fails. A. Lack of clarity. If you don't know exactly what you want, it's hard to stay focused. Vague goals lead to vague actions. For example, saying, "I want to be successful," isn't enough. Success means different things to different people. Instead, define what success looks like for you. Is it financial freedom? A fulfilling career? A healthier lifestyle? Clarity is the first step to building unstoppable willpower. B. Emotional exhaustion. When you're emotionally drained, your willpower takes a hit. This is why burnout is such a common issue. If you've been pushing yourself too hard without taking time to recharge, your ability to persevere diminishes. Remember, rest isn't laziness, it's preparation for greatness. C. External distractions. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, toxic relationships, and societal pressures can pull you away from your goals. The key is to create an environment that supports your growth rather than hinders it. Now that we understand why willpower fails, let's shift our focus to strengthening it. Because when you fortify your willpower, you become unstoppable. 3. How to strengthen your willpower. Strengthening your willpower is like training for a marathon. You start small, stay consistent, and gradually increase your capacity. Here are some proven strategies to help you build unshakable willpower. A. Set small, achievable goals. Big dreams are wonderful, but they can feel overwhelming. Break them down into smaller, manageable tasks. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, start by committing to writing just 200 words a day. Over time, those small efforts add up. As Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. By focusing on daily habits, you train your brain to prioritize progress over perfection. B. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being present in the moment. When you practice mindfulness, you reduce stress, improve focus, and conserve your mental energy, all of which strengthen your willpower. A simple way to practice mindfulness is through deep breathing exercises. Take 5 minutes each morning to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and center yourself. This small ritual can make a big difference in your ability to stay focused throughout the day. C. Cultivate discipline. Discipline and willpower go hand in hand. Discipline is the structure that supports your willpower. To cultivate discipline, establish routines that align with your goals. For example, if you want to exercise regularly, schedule your workouts at the same time every day. Consistency breeds momentum. Let me share a powerful story about discipline and willpower. 4. Real-life story, Thomas Edison's relentless pursuit. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously failed thousands of times before achieving success. When asked about his failures, he responded, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's story is a testament to the power of willpower. Despite countless setbacks, he refused to give up. He believed in his vision so strongly that he kept experimenting, learning, and improving until he succeeded. What can we learn from Edison? That failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the process. Each failure brings you closer to your breakthrough if you approach it with the right mindset. 5. Building willpower through adversity. Adversity is the ultimate test of willpower. It's easy to stay motivated when everything is going well, but true strength is revealed during tough times. Here's a strategy to help you thrive in adversity. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset shift transforms obstacles into stepping stones. As Helen Keller wisely said, "Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it." Every challenge you face is shaping you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Trust the process, and keep moving forward. 6. Practical tips to boost your willpower today. To wrap up this chapter, here are 3 practical tips you can implement immediately. Tip number 1. Start your day with intention. Before jumping into your daily tasks, take a few moments to set an intention. Ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish today? How will I show up as my best self? This simple practice primes your mind for success. Tip number 2. Limit distractions. Identify the biggest distractions in your life and eliminate them. Whether it's turning off notifications on your phone or creating a dedicated workspace, small changes can have a big impact on your focus. Tip number 3. Celebrate small wins. Don't wait until you reach your final goal to celebrate. Acknowledge every step forward, no matter how small. Positive reinforcement strengthens your willpower and keeps you motivated. Closing thoughts for Chapter 1. The power of your will is limitless. It's the key to unlocking your potential and creating the life you desire. But remember, building willpower takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself, and trust that every step you take brings you closer to your dreams. As we move into Chapter 2, we'll explore how to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. But for now, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned in this chapter. How can you apply these principles to your own life? Chapter 2. Embracing failure as a stepping stone. Welcome to Chapter 2, where we'll tackle one of the most misunderstood aspects of personal growth, failure. Failure is often seen as something to fear, something to avoid at all costs. But here's the truth: failure isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. Every setback holds a lesson, every mistake is an opportunity to grow, and every failure brings you closer to success. In this chapter, we'll redefine what failure means, explore how to learn from it, and build resilience to bounce back stronger than ever. By the end of this chapter, you'll no longer see failure as a roadblock but as a stepping stone toward your dreams. Let's get started. 1. Redefining failure. What is failure? Society often defines it as falling short of expectations or not achieving a desired outcome. But let's challenge that definition. Failure is not final, it's feedback. It's the universe's way of telling you, this path may not be right for you, but there's another way. Take it from Thomas Edison again, who famously said, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." Edison understood that failure is simply part of the process. He didn't view his thousands of unsuccessful attempts as failures. He saw them as experiments that brought him closer to his goal. Here's how you can start redefining failure in your own life. Shift your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why did I fail?" ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" Focus on progress, not perfection. Success is rarely linear. Celebrate every step forward, even if it's small. Embrace the growth mindset. Believe that your abilities can improve with effort and learning. By reframing failure as feedback, you take away its power to discourage you. You begin to see it as a natural part of the journey toward greatness. 2. Learning from failure. Failure becomes valuable only when you extract lessons from it. Here's a step-by-step process to help you turn setbacks into stepping stones. Step 1. Reflect on what happened. Take a moment to analyze the situation without judgment. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What role did I play in this outcome? Were there external factors beyond my control? Reflection helps you gain clarity and avoid repeating the same mistakes. Step 2. Identify key takeaways. Every failure teaches something. Maybe you learned a new skill, discovered a better approach, or realized the importance of preparation. Write down these insights. They'll guide you moving forward. For example, J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, faced rejection from 12 publishers before one finally accepted her manuscript. She later said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case, you fail by default." Rowling's story reminds us that failure is inevitable, but it's also a prerequisite for success. Step 3. Create an action plan. Once you've identified the lessons, use them to adjust your strategy. For instance, if poor planning led to failure, focus on improving your organizational skills. If lack of knowledge was the issue, invest time in learning. Remember, the goal isn't to avoid failure, it's to fail smarter. Each attempt should bring you closer to your breakthrough. 3. Building resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from setbacks, and it's a crucial skill for anyone striving for success. Here's how to build resilience through failure. A. Practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right. Even in the face of failure, there's always something to be thankful for. Start a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple habit rewires your brain to focus on positivity, making it easier to bounce back from challenges. As Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More, beautifully put it, gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. B. Use visualization techniques. Visualization is a powerful tool for building resilience. Picture yourself overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals. Imagine how it feels to succeed despite the odds. Olympic athletes often use visualization to enhance their performance. They mentally rehearse their routines, visualizing every detail, which boosts their confidence and prepares them for competition. You can apply the same technique in your life. Visualize yourself bouncing back from failure stronger and wiser. This mental rehearsal primes your mind for success. C. Surround yourself with supportive people. The company you keep plays a significant role in your ability to recover from failure. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that uplift and inspire you. When Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job as a TV anchor, she could have let failure define her. Instead, she surrounded herself with positive influences and kept pushing forward. She once said, "Turn your wounds into wisdom." Oprah's journey teaches us that resilience is built through connection and support. Don't be afraid to lean on others during tough times. 4. Real-life story, Abraham Lincoln's perseverance. Abraham Lincoln, one of America's greatest presidents, faced countless failures before achieving success. He lost multiple elections, failed in business, and endured personal tragedies. Yet he never gave up. Lincoln famously said, "My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure." Lincoln's story shows us that perseverance pays off. His willingness to keep trying, even after repeated failures, eventually led him to the White House. What can we learn from Lincoln? That persistence is key. Failure doesn't determine your destiny, your response to it does. 5. Turning failure into fuel. Instead of letting failure drain your energy, use it as fuel to propel you forward. Here's how. A. Reframe negative self-talk. When you fail, it's easy to fall into the trap of negative self-talk. "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed." Challenge these thoughts by replacing them with empowering affirmations. "I am capable of overcoming this challenge. Every failure brings me closer to success." Affirmations reinforce positive beliefs and boost your confidence. B. Focus on the bigger picture. When you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, individual failures seem less significant. Remind yourself why you started in the first place. What's your ultimate goal? How will achieving it impact your life? Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, understood the importance of the bigger picture. After being ousted from the company he founded, he returned years later to lead it to unprecedented success. He said, "I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance." Jobs' story underscores the importance of staying committed to your vision, even when the path is rocky. C. Take bold action. Fear of failure often paralyzes us, preventing us from taking risks. But here's the paradox. The only way to overcome fear is to face it head-on. Take bold action, knowing that failure is just part of the process. As Theodore Roosevelt wisely said, "The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly." Daring greatly is the essence of embracing failure. 6. Practical tips to embrace failure today. To wrap up this chapter, here are 3 practical tips to help you embrace failure as a stepping stone. Tip number 1. Keep a failure journal. Write down every failure you experience, along with the lessons you learned. Over time, this journal will become a testament to your growth and resilience. Tip number 2. Break the stigma around failure. Talk openly about your failures with trusted friends or mentors. Sharing your experiences not only lightens the emotional load but also inspires others to do the same. Tip number 3. Setbacks aren't stop signs, they're detours. When you encounter a setback, remind yourself that it's not the end of the road. There's always another way forward. Stay flexible and open to new opportunities. Closing thoughts for Chapter 2. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a vital part of it. By embracing failure, learning from it, and building resilience, you equip yourself to handle any challenge that comes your way. As we move into Chapter 3, we'll explore how to align with universal laws to manifest your desires. But for now, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned in this chapter. How can you shift your perspective on failure to unlock its hidden potential? Chapter 3: Aligning with Universal Laws. The universe operates on principles that govern everything around us. Laws like gravity, cause and effect, and vibration. Just as understanding physical laws helps us navigate the material world, aligning with universal laws can help us manifest our desires and create the life we truly want. In this chapter, we'll explore 3 key universal laws: the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, and the law of vibration. You'll learn how these laws work, why they matter, and how to apply them in your daily life. By the end of this chapter, you'll have practical tools to harness the power of the universe and bend it to your will. 1. The law of attraction. The law of attraction states that like attracts like. In other words, your thoughts, emotions, and energy attract similar experiences into your life. If you focus on positivity, abundance, and success, you'll attract those things. Conversely, if you dwell on negativity, lack, or fear, you'll draw more of that into your reality. This law isn't just a spiritual concept, it's backed by science. Quantum physics teaches us that everything in the universe is made up of energy, including our thoughts and emotions. When you align your energy with what you desire, you create a magnetic pull toward it. Here's a powerful quote from Napoleon Hill, author of Think and Grow Rich. "What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Hill understood that our thoughts shape our reality. But here's the catch: the law of attraction doesn't work through wishful thinking alone. It requires action, belief, and alignment. Let's break it down step by step. A. Clarify your desires. The first step in working with the law of attraction is knowing exactly what you want. Be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to be happy," ask yourself, what does happiness look like for me? Is it a fulfilling career? A loving relationship? Financial freedom? Write down your desires as if they've already happened. For example, I am thriving in my dream job. I attract loving and supportive relationships. B. Visualize your goals. Visualization is a cornerstone of the law of attraction. Spend a few minutes each day imagining yourself living your desired reality. Feel the emotions associated with achieving your goals: joy, gratitude, excitement. Emotions amplify your energy and strengthen the magnetic pull. Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps used visualization to prepare for his races. He would mentally rehearse every detail, from the starting whistle to crossing the finish line. This practice not only boosted his confidence but also improved his performance. You can apply the same technique to your life. Close your eyes and picture yourself succeeding. See the details vividly: the people, the environment, the feelings. Visualization primes your subconscious mind to recognize opportunities that align with your goals. C. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to activate the law of attraction. When you express gratitude for what you already have, you send a signal to the universe that you're ready for more. As Oprah Winfrey once said, "Be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough." Start a gratitude practice today. Each morning or evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Over time, this habit shifts your focus from lack to abundance, creating a positive feedback loop. 2. The law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect states that every action has a corresponding reaction. Simply put, what you put out into the world comes back to you. This law reminds us that our choices, habits, and behaviors directly influence our outcomes. Understanding this law empowers you to take responsibility for your life. If you're dissatisfied with your current situation, look at the causes behind it. Are your actions aligned with your goals? Are you making intentional decisions or reacting impulsively? Here's a famous quote from Mahatma Gandhi that perfectly encapsulates this law. The future depends on what you do today. Gandhi knew that small, consistent actions lead to big results. Let's explore how you can apply this principle to your life. A. Take ownership of your actions. When things don't go as planned, it's tempting to blame external circumstances. But true growth begins when you take full responsibility for your role in the outcome. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently? How can I improve next time? Taking ownership doesn't mean beating yourself up. It means empowering yourself to make better choices moving forward. B. Focus on intentional living. Intentional living means making conscious decisions that align with your long-term vision. For example, if your goal is financial independence, avoid spending money on unnecessary luxuries. Instead, invest in assets or skills that generate passive income. Small, deliberate actions compound over time. As James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, explains, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Build systems that support your goals, and watch your efforts multiply. C. Cultivate patience and persistence. The law of cause and effect teaches us that results take time. Just as planting a seed requires nurturing before it bears fruit, your actions need consistent effort before they yield rewards. Winston Churchill famously said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." Stay patient and persistent, even when progress feels slow. Remember, every step forward brings you closer to your dreams. 3. The law of vibration. The law of vibration states that everything in the universe vibrates at a specific frequency. Your thoughts, emotions, and energy emit a vibration that attracts similar frequencies. To manifest your desires, you must raise your energetic frequency to match what you want. This law might sound abstract, but it's deeply practical. Think about it. When you feel joyful and confident, you naturally attract positive experiences. When you're stressed or anxious, challenges seem to pile up. Your energy shapes your reality. Here's a thought-provoking quote from Albert Einstein. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. Einstein understood that energy is the foundation of everything. Let's explore how you can raise your vibration and align with the life you desire. A. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for raising your vibration. These practices help you release negative thoughts, calm your mind, and connect with your inner self. Studies show that meditation increases activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation. By meditating regularly, you cultivate a higher state of awareness and clarity. Try this simple exercise. Sit quietly for 5 minutes, focusing on your breath. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breathing. Notice how calm and centered you feel afterward. B. Surround yourself with positivity. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your energy. Surround yourself with people, places, and activities that uplift and inspire you. Limit exposure to negativity, whether it's toxic relationships, pessimistic news, or draining conversations. Jim Rohn, a renowned motivational speaker, famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely who you allow into your inner circle. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that support your growth." C. Raise your emotional frequency. Emotions are vibrations. Negative emotions like fear, anger, or sadness vibrate at a lower frequency, while positive emotions like love, joy, and gratitude vibrate at a higher frequency. To raise your vibration, focus on cultivating positive emotions. One way to do this is through affirmations. Repeat empowering statements like, "I am worthy of love and abundance. I trust the universe to guide me." Affirmations reprogram your subconscious mind, shifting your energy toward positivity and possibility. 4. Combining the 3 laws for maximum impact. Now that we've explored the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, and the law of vibration individually, let's discuss how to integrate these principles into a cohesive framework. When you align all three laws, you create a powerful synergy that accelerates your ability to manifest your desires and transform your life. Think of these laws as interconnected gears in a machine. Each law supports and amplifies the others, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of growth and success. Here's how to combine them effectively. A. Align your thoughts, actions, and energy. To harness the full power of universal laws, ensure that your thoughts, actions, and energy are in harmony. For example, if your goal is to attract financial abundance, start by visualizing yourself living a prosperous life, law of attraction. Take consistent action toward your goal, such as learning about investments or starting a side hustle, law of cause and effect. Maintain a high vibration by practicing gratitude, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and releasing fear or doubt, law of vibration. When all three elements are aligned, you create an unstoppable momentum toward your dreams. B. Trust the process. Aligning with universal laws requires patience and faith. The universe works in its own time, and results may not appear immediately. But rest assured, when you're in alignment, the universe conspires to bring your desires to fruition. As Ralph Waldo Emerson wisely said, "Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen." Trust that your efforts are being supported, even if you can't see the results yet. 5. Real-life story, Oprah Winfrey's journey to success. Oprah Winfrey's life is a testament to the power of aligning with universal laws. Born into poverty and facing countless challenges, she transformed herself into one of the most influential figures in the world. How did she do it? By aligning her thoughts, actions, and energy with her vision of success. Early in her career, Oprah faced rejection and setbacks. Instead of giving up, she focused on her passion for storytelling and helping others. She visualized herself as a successful media icon, took bold action to pursue her goals, and maintained a positive mindset despite obstacles. Oprah once shared, "The biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams." Her story demonstrates that when you align with universal laws, you unlock limitless possibilities. 6. Practical tips to align with universal laws today. To wrap up this chapter, here are actionable strategies to help you align with universal laws and manifest your desires. Tip number 1. Create a vision board. A vision board is a visual representation of your goals and dreams. Include images, quotes, and affirmations that inspire you. Place it somewhere you'll see daily to keep your focus sharp. Tip number 2. Practice daily affirmations. Start each day by repeating empowering affirmations. These statements program your subconscious mind to believe in your ability to achieve your goals. Examples include, "I am capable of achieving greatness. I attract opportunities that align with my purpose." Tip number 3. Build a morning routine. Your morning sets the tone for the rest of your day. Incorporate practices like meditation, visualization, and gratitude into your routine to raise your vibration and align with universal laws. Tip number 4. Take inspired action. While visualization and positive thinking are essential, they must be paired with action. Listen to your intuition and take steps that feel aligned with your goals. Inspired action feels effortless and exciting. It's the universe guiding you forward. Tip number 5. Release resistance. Resistance often comes in the form of fear, doubt, or limiting beliefs. Identify what's holding you back and consciously release it. Replace negative thoughts with empowering ones, and trust that the universe has your back. Closing thoughts for Chapter 3. Aligning with universal laws is about understanding the deeper forces that shape our reality, and using that knowledge to create the life you desire. By mastering the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, and the law of vibration, you gain the tools to transform your dreams into reality. Remember, the universe doesn't discriminate. It responds to your energy, intentions, and actions. When you align with its principles, you become a co-creator of your destiny. Chapter 4. Taking action despite uncertainty. Uncertainty is an inevitable part of life. Whether you're pursuing a dream, starting a new project, or making a major life decision, there will always be unknowns. But here's the truth: waiting for certainty before taking action is a recipe for stagnation. Success belongs to those who dare to move forward even when the path isn't clear. In this chapter, we'll explore why fear of uncertainty holds us back, how to overcome it, and how to create a clear action plan that keeps you moving toward your goals. By the end of this chapter, you'll have the tools to take bold, intentional action, no matter what challenges lie ahead. 1. Overcoming the fear of uncertainty. Fear of uncertainty is one of the biggest barriers to action. It stems from our natural desire for safety and control. When we don't know what's coming next, our minds tend to imagine worst-case scenarios, which can paralyze us. But here's the reality: uncertainty isn't dangerous, it's an opportunity. As Helen Keller once said, "Security is mostly a superstition. It does not exist in nature. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing." Keller understood that growth happens outside of our comfort zones. To overcome the fear of uncertainty, let's break it down into manageable steps. A. Reframe uncertainty as excitement. Instead of viewing uncertainty as something to fear, reframe it as something to embrace. Tell yourself, "This is an adventure. I'm stepping into the unknown to create something amazing." When you shift your perspective, fear transforms into excitement. Think about it. The same adrenaline rush that comes with fear also fuels excitement. It's all about how you interpret it. B. Focus on what you can control. While you can't control every outcome, you can control your mindset, actions, and preparation. Make a list of things within your power, such as your attitude, effort, and planning, and focus on those. As Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, wisely said, "I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions." Your decisions determine your destiny. Take ownership of what you can influence, and let go of what you can't. C. Break tasks into smaller steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming, especially when the path isn't clear. Break them down into smaller, actionable steps. For example, if you're starting a business, your first step might be researching your target market. The next step could be creating a business plan. Each small action builds momentum and reduces the feeling of uncertainty. 2. Creating a clear action plan. Having a clear action plan is essential for navigating uncertainty. A well-defined plan provides direction, boosts confidence, and helps you stay focused on your goals. Here's how to create one. A. Set SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define success clearly. For example, "I will increase my monthly income by $1,000 within the next 6 months by launching a freelance writing business." SMART goals give you a roadmap to follow and make progress measurable. B. Identify potential obstacles. Anticipate challenges you might face and brainstorm solutions in advance. For instance, if you're worried about time management, create a schedule that prioritizes your most important tasks. As Tony Robbins, motivational speaker and life coach, says, "Successful people ask better questions, and as a result, they get better answers." Ask yourself, what could go wrong, and how can I prepare for it? This proactive approach minimizes surprises and builds resilience. C. Build flexibility into your plan. While having a plan is important, rigidity can be counterproductive. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes you'll need to adjust your strategy. Stay open to new opportunities and be willing to pivot when necessary. As Bruce Lee famously said, "Be like water making its way through cracks." Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around or through it. Flexibility allows you to adapt without losing sight of your ultimate goal. 3. Staying committed to your journey. Taking action is one thing, staying committed is another. Consistency is key to overcoming uncertainty and achieving long-term success. Here's how to maintain your motivation. A. Find accountability partners. Share your goals with someone you trust, a friend, mentor, or coach, and ask them to hold you accountable. Regular check-ins can keep you on track and provide encouragement when you need it most. Research shows that people who share their goals with others are more likely to achieve them. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility and support. B. Track your progress. Keep a journal or use a tracking app to monitor your progress. Celebrate small wins along the way. They reinforce positive behavior and boost your confidence. For example, if you're working on a fitness goal, track your workouts, improvements in strength, or changes in energy levels. Seeing tangible results motivates you to keep going. C. Visualize your success. Visualization isn't just for the law of attraction, it's also a powerful tool for staying committed. Picture yourself achieving your goal. Imagine how it feels, looks, and sounds. Visualization reminds you why you started and reignites your passion. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian of all time, used visualization to stay motivated during his training. He would mentally rehearse every detail of his races, from the starting whistle to crossing the finish line. You can apply the same technique to your goals. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your success. It's a simple practice with profound effects. 4. Real-life story: J.K. Rowling's perseverance. J.K. Rowling's journey to becoming one of the world's most beloved authors is a powerful example of taking action despite uncertainty. Before publishing Harry Potter, she faced numerous rejections from publishers, financial struggles, and personal hardships. Yet, she didn't let uncertainty stop her. She kept writing, revising, and submitting her manuscript until it was finally accepted. In her own words, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case, you fail by default." Rowling's story teaches us that success often requires persistence in the face of uncertainty. She took consistent action, even when the outcome was unclear, and her efforts paid off in ways she never imagined. 5. Practical tips to take action today. To wrap up this chapter, here are 3 practical tips to help you take action despite uncertainty. Tip number 1. Start small. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start where you are with what you have. Take one small step today, whether it's sending an email, making a phone call, or researching your next move. Small actions build momentum. Tip number 2. Embrace discomfort. Growth happens when you step out of your comfort zone. If you feel uncomfortable, remind yourself that it's a sign you're expanding your limits. Discomfort is temporary. Regret is permanent. Tip number 3. Stay focused on your why. Whenever doubt creeps in, reconnect with your purpose. Why are you pursuing this goal? How will achieving it impact your life and the lives of others? Your why is your anchor. It keeps you grounded and motivated. Closing thoughts for Chapter 4. Taking action despite uncertainty is the hallmark of true courage. It's not about having all the answers. It's about trusting yourself enough to move forward anyway. By reframing uncertainty, creating a clear action plan, and staying committed to your journey, you equip yourself to handle any challenge that comes your way. Chapter 5. Cultivating Inner Peace and Gratitude. In a world filled with noise, stress, and constant demands, finding inner peace might seem like an elusive dream. But here's the truth: inner peace isn't something you find, it's something you cultivate. And when combined with gratitude, it becomes a powerful foundation for lasting fulfillment and success. In this chapter, we'll uncover the benefits of practicing gratitude daily, techniques to find inner peace amidst chaos, and how living with purpose and joy can elevate your life. By the end of this chapter, you'll have practical tools to nurture your mind, body, and spirit, creating a life of balance, happiness, and abundance. 1. Practicing gratitude daily. Gratitude is more than just saying, "Thank you." It's a mindset that shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. It's one of the simplest yet most powerful practices for cultivating inner peace and attracting positivity. Research shows that gratitude rewires your brain, increases happiness, and strengthens relationships. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to notice the good, even in challenging times. Here's a quote from Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More. "Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity." Let's break down how to make gratitude a daily habit. A. Keep a gratitude journal. Start each day or end it by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Sometimes the smallest blessings, like a warm cup of coffee or a kind word from a friend, carry the most meaning. For example, I'm grateful for the sunshine today. I'm grateful for my supportive family. I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow. Over time, this practice helps you develop a positive outlook and deepens your appreciation for life. B. Express gratitude to others. Gratitude isn't just for yourself, it's also a gift you can give to others. Take a moment to thank someone who has made a difference in your life. It could be a heartfelt note, a phone call, or simply telling them face to face. As William Arthur Ward once said, feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. When you express gratitude, you strengthen your relationships and create a ripple effect of positivity. C. Find gratitude in challenges. Even in difficult moments, there's always something to be grateful for. Ask yourself, what lesson can I learn from this experience? How is this challenge helping me grow? For instance, if you lose a job, you might feel devastated. But upon reflection, you realize it's an opportunity to explore new career paths or rediscover your passions. Gratitude transforms setbacks into stepping stones. 2. Finding inner peace amidst chaos. Inner peace is the state of being calm, centered, and content, regardless of external circumstances. It's the anchor that keeps you grounded when life feels overwhelming. But how do you find inner peace in a chaotic world? Here are some proven techniques. A. Practice mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is the art of being fully present in the moment without judgment. It helps you quiet your mind, reduce stress, and connect with your inner self. Studies show that mindfulness lowers cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and improves emotional regulation. Even just 5 minutes a day can make a significant difference. Try this simple exercise: sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breathing. Notice how calm and centered you feel afterward. B. Declutter your environment. Your surroundings influence your mental state. A cluttered space often leads to a cluttered mind. Take time to organize your home, workspace, or digital files. Create a clean, peaceful environment that supports your well-being. Marie Kondo, author of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, emphasizes the importance of decluttering. Keep only those things that speak to your heart. Then take the plunge and discard all the rest. When you surround yourself with items that bring you joy, you create a sanctuary of peace. C. Let go of what you can't control. One of the biggest sources of stress is trying to control things outside your influence. Practice surrendering to the flow of life. Trust that everything happens for a reason and that you'll emerge stronger from every challenge. As Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher, wisely said, "By letting go, it all gets done. The world is won by those who let it go." Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means releasing resistance and allowing the universe to guide you. 3. Living with purpose and joy. Inner peace and gratitude are incomplete without a sense of purpose. Purpose gives your life direction and meaning, while joy fuels your passion and enthusiasm. Together, they create a fulfilling and balanced existence. Here's how to live with purpose and joy. A. Define your why. Your why is the driving force behind everything you do. It's the reason you wake up in the morning and the motivation that keeps you going during tough times. Ask yourself, what brings me joy? What impact do I want to have on the world? What legacy do I want to leave behind? When you align your actions with your why, you create a life of authenticity and fulfillment. B. Follow your passions. Passion is the fuel that ignites joy. Whether it's painting, writing, traveling, or helping others, make time for activities that light up your soul. As Steve Jobs famously said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." When you pursue your passions, you tap into a limitless source of energy and creativity. C. Celebrate the journey. Success isn't just about reaching the destination, it's about enjoying the ride. Celebrate small victories along the way, and savor the moments of growth and learning. Oprah Winfrey reminds us, "The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate." Joy is contagious. When you embrace it, you inspire others to do the same. 4. Real-life story, Viktor Frankl's triumph over adversity. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, exemplifies the power of inner peace and purpose. Despite enduring unimaginable suffering in Nazi concentration camps, he found meaning in his experiences and used them to help others. Frankl wrote in his book Man's Search for Meaning, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." Frankl's story teaches us that no matter how dire the situation, we always have the power to choose our response. By focusing on gratitude, finding purpose, and maintaining inner peace, we can transcend adversity and create a life of meaning. 5. Practical tips to cultivate inner peace and gratitude today. To wrap up this chapter, here are 3 actionable strategies to help you integrate inner peace and gratitude into your daily life. Tip number 1. Start and end your day with gratitude. Begin each morning by listing 3 things you're grateful for. End your day by reflecting on the positive moments you experienced. This practice sets the tone for a peaceful and joyful life. Tip number 2. Practice deep breathing exercises. Whenever you feel stressed or overwhelmed, pause and take 5 deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale through your mouth. Deep breathing calms your nervous system and restores balance. Tip number 3. Surround yourself with positivity. Fill your environment with uplifting books, music, and people who inspire you. Limit exposure to negativity, whether it's toxic relationships, pessimistic news, or draining conversations. Closing thoughts for Chapter 5. Cultivating inner peace and gratitude is the key to living a life of fulfillment and abundance. These practices not only improve your mental and emotional well-being but also attract positivity and opportunities into your life. By practicing gratitude daily, finding inner peace amidst chaos, and living with purpose and joy, you create a foundation for lasting happiness. Remember, the journey to wisdom never truly ends. Stay curious, stay committed, and trust that the universe is always guiding you toward your highest potential. Audiobook conclusion. As we come to the end of When Nothing Works, Do This and the Universe Will Bend to Your Will, let's take a moment to recap the key lessons you've learned on this journey. Chapter 1. You discovered the power of your will, the inner strength that propels you forward despite challenges. By strengthening your willpower, you can overcome any obstacle. Chapter 2. You learn to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Every setback holds a lesson, and resilience is built through perseverance. Chapter 3. You explored universal laws like the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, and the law of vibration. Aligning with these principles empowers you to manifest your desires. Chapter 4. You mastered the art of taking bold action despite uncertainty. Clarity, commitment, and courage are essential for turning dreams into reality. Chapter 5. Finally, you cultivated inner peace and gratitude, 2 pillars of lasting fulfillment. Living with purpose and joy transforms not only your life but also the lives of those around you. These lessons are not just theories. They're tools you can apply every day to create the life you truly desire. Now, it's your turn to take these insights and make them your own. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight, it's a process. But with persistence, belief, and consistent effort, you'll achieve breakthroughs you never thought possible. As you move forward, keep these words from Nelson Mandela close to your heart. It always seems impossible until it's done. You have everything you need within you. Trust yourself, stay focused on your goals, and don't be afraid to dream boldly. The universe is waiting to support you. All you have to do is take the first step. I believe in you, and I know you're capable of achieving greatness. Keep pushing forward, and don't give up, no matter what. Thank you for joining me on this wisdom journey. It's been an honor to share these insights with you and guide you toward unlocking your full potential. If you found value in this audiobook, I'd love for you to show your support. Give this video a thumbs up to let others know it's worth listening to. Share it with friends and family who might benefit from these teachings. Subscribe to Wisdom Audiobooks for more transformative content designed to inspire and empower you. Together, we can spread wisdom and help others achieve their dreams. Let's continue growing, learning, and inspiring one another. Until next time, remember, the universe bends to those who dare to dream boldly and act courageously. Your wisdom journey starts here, and it never truly ends.